Hello everyone and welcome back to your favorite quizzing channel Whiz. You're here with your host master Priyadarshan and I'm here with the answers of yesterday's questions and also five more exciting new questions for you today. So I hope that you're ready and you can also keep your answers ready to cross check whether you got them right or wrong. So I'll start off first with the answers of yesterday's questions. So here goes. Part of the Adani Wilmar Group, the motto of this particular entity is for a healthy, growing nation. Through a joint venture with an entity in Singapore, this group co-owns India's largest edible oil brand, that is Fortune. So all you had to do was tell me the name of this entity. So the answer that we are looking for is the Adani Wilmar Group. So Wilmar International is the Singapore entity that was also therein on this deal. And that brings us to question number 2 for yesterday. So here it is. Deepika Padukone is to Sony Cybershot. Nikon, Anushka Sharma, Priyanka Chopra. So these were the list of names and companies that I told you, and I had asked you to come out with an overall connect for all of this. The answer that we were looking for is the Canon Compact. So that was the answer for the second question. Moving on to question number 3. Here goes. Who became the youngest person ever to be appointed as the chief economist of the International Monetary Fund from 2003 to 2006? So the name of this person, well, I told you yesterday while asking you the question that he is someone we all know and all would have heard of at least. The person that I'm talking about is Raghuram Rajan. And that brings us to question number 4 for yesterday. With which Indian cricketer would you associate Sports Fit? So this brand Sports Fit is associated with probably one of the fittest cricketers we have in the Indian team. Doesn't play for the Indian team anymore, but he has given us a lot of memories. We're talking about the legendary Captain Cool himself, MS Dhoni. And that brings us to our last question for yesterday. So here it is. The old refrigerator brand Kelvinator has been relaunched. Who owns this particular brand now? So now this brand is owned by Videocon, and that sums up our 5 questions for yesterday. It's time to move on to the 5 questions for today. So let's count them down. Here is question number 1. Name this India's leading designer leather bag brand, which is the largest employer in Puducherry. So you need to tell me the name of the brand. Moving on to question number 2. Here it is. This term comes from the Latin word for cow, though the biological family includes not only cows and oxen but also goats, sheep, bison and buffaloes. So what is this particular term that I am looking for? So that was question number 2. Moving on to question number 3. Here it is. Saina Nehwal has signed the biggest contract for a non-cricketer. Who is managing her endorsements? So you need to tell me about the company that's managing all of her endorsements. Moving on to question number 4 for today. Here it is. The missile is named after 2 rivers, one from India and the other one from Russia. It's claimed that these missiles are the fastest cruise missiles in operation in the world. This is 4 times faster and is twice as heavier than the US Tomahawk missile. All you have to do is tell me the name of this missile as we know of it in India and as it is known in Russia. So it's a 2-part question, and that brings us to our last question for today. So listen carefully, here it is. As per the Indian FDI policy for insurance, FDI is allowed only up to 26%. Aviva is a British company or a British brand. So you need to tell me the name of the Indian partner who actually owns the remaining 74%. So that sums up our 5 questions for today. I will be looking forward to your answers in the comments below. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And obviously I will be back tomorrow with the answers of today's questions and 5 more exciting new questions. So do wait for my video. That's all for today. So please stay safe, take care, good night, and do not forget to keep quizzing.